Tu velocidad me tiene viva, yo no sé ni cómo parar. Yeah. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. No le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo vamos a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. I just gotta speed it up, at 200 miles gone, doing everything we can. Don't get it all, but we're feeling blessed. We always gotta keep it up, ain't nobody stopping us. Together till the end, so fast, got you furious. Corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor. Unidos en misión, vamos sin temor. Que no se acabe aquí, que no se acabe aquí. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo vamos a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. No le vamos a bajar, 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 no le vamos a bajar. Corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor. Unidos en misión, vamos sin temor. Que no se acabe aquí, que no se acabe aquí. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo vamos a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. No le vamos a bajar.
Crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Foden, Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Messi. Pass is just off target. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's a decent clearance. And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Foden. And now a sudden chance to counter. To Roberto. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rudiger is there and he can get that clear. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Beraldo is the team's great visionary. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's the chance to counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, well played, well played. Inter Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Can he spark a counter here? That's a nicely measured pass. Palmer. That's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Beraldo. Ruben Neves. No way through there. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Foden. To Ruben Neves. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they can counter here. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
To the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
In with a header! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a shot at goal! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Inter Milan go into the lead. Veron. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He'll try from distance. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. And out it comes again. Messi.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Has a look and has a go. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Veron clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Number 10.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is number 24. Luis
And he was alert to it. And he's heaved it away. And he's managed to gift it back. Got a shot away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Palmer! Palmer! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, third corner of the game.
Oh, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Veron. Messi proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Foden.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Palmer. Number 17, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 5, Guti. Number 22, Ribery.
He's had it taken off him. Guti. Ribery. And it's Guti. And the cross comes in. And that has been knocked clear. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Guti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Sends it crossfield.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive. The type of move to please.
He's had a shot! Should have equalised.
Ribery was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And he's there to clear it. Eto'o.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. That's gone for a throw-in. Musiala chasing after it. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Real chance! No mistake! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that will be it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim. We both... There's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising. Evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it's hard to overlook the very talented Musiala, Peter. I mean, when Germany's finest come calling at such a young age and place such faith in him, then you know he's got something special. Often played ahead of more established pros, allowing him to break so many records already.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Lewandowski. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's having a go! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can clear their lines. Neymar. Neymar stood his ground strongly. And that has been clubbed away. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
It's Neymar! They want to be quick to recover this. Kimmich just eases him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary. He'll try from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Griezmann! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Griezmann has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that should get the job done. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ruben Dias. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
And he's taking no chances there. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Kimmich. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Musiala. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's good play. Ruben Dias attempts a clearance and reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Veron. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's really well cleared. Foot in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good, strong midfield running here. Danger averted for now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Palmer. It'll be a throw-in. De Bruyne. Out for a throw. And here's Lewandowski. Well seen, saw that coming. Neymar. Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kimmich. And smartly reclaimed. And we've reached half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. It's Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Adams is there and he can get that clear. That is ended up in no man's land. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, this looks sharp. De Bruyne. Steaming on goalwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. De Bruyne. And the pass is intercepted. And it's De Bruyne. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Musiala. Oh, that's fabulous. And through to the goalkeeper. Messi. And a header! And yes, it's there! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Zé Roberto. That's a shade optimistic. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. An instinctive delivery. Up he goes! He's scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Barcola puts... And he's had a hit! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Ruben Dias can get it clear. He's going for goal! Rudiger attempts a clearance. Time and again they are repelled. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been cleared. Oh, he's been caught on it here. This time, surely. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And with that, he takes home the match ball. With a predatory goal.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right.
And he's let fly.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Musiala is in a really good position out wide. And the counter is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
4 added minutes on the board. And he's on his way. Kimmich, can he get onto this? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He won't be happy with that one. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Climbs up big! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Now he's off and running. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There's been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Cristiano Ronaldo! That is decidedly lacking.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Keeper sees it all the way. Totti. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Palmer. Oh, this is a very good run. Chance for the header! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper's dealt with that. And that has been knocked clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Beckenbauer. Moved on forwards. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. And the score is 1-0.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Missed by a fraction. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Cleared without complication. Has a look and has a go. Neymar! Decent enough try. Chooses to go cross-field. Musiala. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's been caught napping. Neymar. Casillas catches it safely. Now, what about a counter-attack? Totti. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And that has been cut short. Bellingham. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. This one, Mbappe. And the shot! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment and the damage was all done.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Belts one! And they're back on the ball again. Hakimi. He can run onto that. He is through here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball.
Great chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Yeah. And the half-time whistle goes. Oh, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Beckenbauer makes the interception. Messi. Look at the space here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Brilliantly cut out. Palmer. That's a sharp pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that has been clubbed away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Totti. Oh, good take and a hits one! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Hakimi.
This match was 72,306.
Musiala really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
That's very neat. It's Neymar! No mistake!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Musiala. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Nice ball, and he might be in here. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now there's a fine ball. He has found the way through. Rudiger gets rid without sophistication. Palmer. Kimmich.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Palmer. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
De Roberto. Musiala. Neymar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Number 17, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 5, Guti. Number
And it's Veron.
Ribery.
Played into space out wide. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Abiati deals with it effortlessly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's a decent clearance. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Ribery. Cristiano Ronaldo. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Ribéry. De Roberto. Beckenbauer is there and he can get that clear. Luis Garcia. Can he finish? Goal! The crowd demanded and he was thrilled to oblige. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Mbappe! Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Saka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, shooting chance! Rudiger gets it away. Neymar. And that has been cut short. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Sunset. Branthwaite. Bastoni. Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Kimmich. Crosses it into the area. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He won't be happy with that one. Baron. And here's Neymar. That's Rudiger. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Palmer! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Roberto is there, and he can pick it up. Out for a throw. Saka. Palmer. Saka. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's straight offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Sunset. Chance to... Can he finish? In he goes again. Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
And it's been taken short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Branthwaite gets it clear. Now it's Neymar. Palmer! Palmer!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Saka. Now that looks a decent ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Neymar. Nice interception, well timed.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Branthwaite. No way through there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's off target.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Eyes on your children during the match at all times.
And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Palmer. Branthwaite can get it clear. Neymar. Zaire Emery. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Wan-Bissaka. Neymar cuts out the pass. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rudiger. Now Ruben Dias. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Subimendi. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Aimed beyond the defence. Neymar. Musiala is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's going for goal! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely that settles it.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Now it's Kimmich. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nice bit of trickery. He's having a go! Oh, that's a waste.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Coming on to replace him is number 24, Luis Garcia.
Neymar delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's had it nicked away. Chance here to counter. Oh, good read. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the pass is intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neymar on 2 now and looking for 3. Palmer. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Palmer. Number 17, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 5.
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Cristiano Ronaldo will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
That is a great pick out. Now that's well seen too. away! He can get that clear.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that could set him on his way.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Neymar. Smoothly does it. Veron did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And now the breakaway. Ribery. Zé Roberto.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Veron. Ruben Dias. Neymar. Barcelona finding their passes. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, really well played.
It's Neymar! A whisker away from making it 4.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Neymar with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Capier, nicely aimed pass. That's very neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Neymar, looking to go deep. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
4 extra minutes added on. He's had a hit! And more, and more, and more! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can add... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver. Decent hit! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Thuram. And the shot! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Rice. Joao Felix. Now it's Joao Felix. And it's Neymar. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. First quarter of an hour gone. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Musiala. And they've got a throw. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the keeper's got it again. Veron cuts out the pass. Oh, that's fabulous. He's one-on-one, surely! He's got the shot away! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Thuram really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Williams. Zeroberto with a fine tackle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Palmer. Neymar. That has been slung wide. Musiala. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's taking no chances there. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Danger averted for now. For Palmer. Thuram. Oh, they can break here. Musiala. He is through here. That was always going to be the keeper's. Musiala. And he's managed to get free. Forwards and with intent. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Oh, nicely intercepted. Musiala and Hernandez. Great ball if he can get there. Has a go! And he's there to clear it. Oh, such a clever touch. Thuram! Goal! Ajax! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Nico Williams. Now that's well seen too. Zé Roberto. Palmer. And it's Veron. And they've switched it over to the other side. He's found a way through. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palmer. João Felix gets into some space. Chance with a header! In for the pieces! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Threads one in. Nicely worked. Abiati gets it away. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Thuram. Stood up well to him there. Neymar. Musiala in acres of space out wide. Neymar. Goes in for the header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar plays it short. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Hernandez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Neymar. Palmer! Palmer! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Palmer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Rice can get it clear. Ruben Dias. Played out to the right.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque. Oh, that's a cracking...
Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Just about up to the hour now. Musiala. And Zé Roberto. Musiala! No, that's been intercepted. Zé Roberto. Oh, easy pickings there. Aimed beyond the defence. Abiati catches it safely. Joao Felix. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And it's Veron. Veron, good driving run.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Yep, it's a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 3 coming up. It's an early cross. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. So their 4th corner of the game. Ajax are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, not quite.
Substitution for Ajax.
Ajax making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Luis Garcia is wide and looking to get onto this. Rice. And that is a little undercooked. Rice. And he was quick to react.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. That's positional gold.
In with a header! And that could have brought them level.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. De Bruyne. He won't be happy with that one. Veron. No way through. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
It's a pretty loose pass. Zé Roberto. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's been cut out, well played. Into the last 5 minutes. Musiala. Well, this is surely their last chance. That's really well cleared. Luis Garcia! Now, how often do you see that? Now it's Luis Garcia. Great chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
There will
And now he has two. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
The final seconds now. And Guti! Oh, nearly.
Substitution for Ajax.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
De Bruyne. Number 4.
Now it's Joao Felix. That's a sharp pass.
Number 22. Eduardo Camavinga.
Zé Roberto. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacked... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Owen, he has found the way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Driving on and making good progress. Torres. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Chance here to counter.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen...
Up he goes! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied. Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really.
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, a very decent attempt. Palmer. Baron. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Musiala! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Oh, easy pickings there. Musiala! Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well played and well cleared.
So it is still 0-0.
They'll want to make the most of this turn. Don't want it to be now.
And he's managed to get free. Nice control. Opts to play it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Upamecano.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Kimmich. Musiala is herring after that one. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Owen. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zé Roberto, who's set up one goal so far. He's tried one! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Torres. Palmer. Torres.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Chiesa. Oh, there's the clearance. There's the whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And it's Messi. Palmer. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Kimmich. Chiesa. Great chance! It's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 54 minutes is number 10.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chiesa. Neymar.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Alaba promptly onto that, and that is that. Palmer. And this is Ronaldo. No way through. Palmer! Decent enough try.
Palmer usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 24, Luis Garcia.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pinches it off him. Zé Roberto. Rudiger clips it so gently. Palmer. Rodri. Zé Roberto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Alaba. Back would it go. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
And that is out of play. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's in, surely, hits one! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 17. Neymar. Coming on the field. Number 5. Guti. Number 22.
Oh, he's found some space here. Hernandez. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception. Guti. And it's Ribéry. Gets his pass away. Neatly clipped into space. Chiesa!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Upamecano. And here's Owen.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's really well cleared. That is a great pick out. Owen.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Chiesa. Kimmich. Guti. We are into stoppage time. Guti, distributed tidily. Gets into some space. And Ribéry! Ruben Dias cuts out. Could be danger here. And that's going to be a goal kick. Kimmich is there, and he... And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Interesting ball. Hakimi cuts it out. Palmer! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Palmer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. There's the delivery. Hakimi gets it clear. Cristiano Ronaldo! Defending of the... Shapes to shoot. Always going over the top.
Veron most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Ljungberg. He's found a way through. Ljungberg! And that is wildly off target.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Messi.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
De Roberto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. He's looking for the runner here. Courtois catches it safely. First quarter of an hour gone. De Roberto. Neymar. Lovely feet. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Musiala. He's in space and looking for options. Bastoni clears it away. Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear. Now then, the ball's come... Oh, that's ambitious. He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Musiala. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. Palmer. Palmer! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That could spell trouble. Distributed tidily. And they can counter here. And that should get the job done. 15 minutes till half-time.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Veron. Belts one. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Abiati clears. Ljungberg. Ljungberg! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neymar. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Neymar. Gets his pass away. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Messi. Can he latch on to this? Oh, played through for the wide man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ljungberg. Messi. Mbappe. And a shot! He's scored!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was...
And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Neymar. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's cut it out. Messi. Palmer. Spread out to the left. Oh, delightful ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Palmer. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. Decent hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Hakimi. Floated through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Kimmich proves just a little bit too strong.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Fired in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Palmer. Palmer! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Delivery from Mbappe. Keeper's dealt with that. Veron. And they're on him in a flash. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And they've got rid.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ruben Dias. Palmer. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Palmer. That's a lovely, neat pass. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Upamecano tries to clear. That's really good defending. And it's Veron. Palmer.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Zé Roberto. And it's Veron. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Terrific header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today? Climbs up big! Cleared away. And now the hit! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Rodri. João Neves. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Batistuta. Keeper's ball. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Can he put it away? And that has been clubbed away. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get onto this? He's got tall. They've scored! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Palmer. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that was never going to make it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Neymar. And it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Camavinga. David Villa. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well timed, excellent interception. 15 minutes till half-time. Zé Roberto. Threads one in. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Palmer. And it's Veron. And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Messi.
Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
David Villa. He's gone forward.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Big header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Rudiger clears it away. And they're not going to make any further progress now. David Villa. Batistuta. He gets big! No, not the best of headers.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He's shifting through the gears here. Ljungberg. Neymar. Driving on and making good progress. Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Dijk gets it away. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi. Crosses it in. Now and the finish! And he hits the net! 2 up, and and threatening to pull clear. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And this is Ronaldo. And the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Keeper sees it all the way. Oh, perfectly measured that. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's good running with the ball. Gets his pass away. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Musiala. No, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Camavinga. Ljungberg. João Neves. Looking for options for movement. That's going to go a long way. Guti. Spread out to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a mighty effort! Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's managed to get free. Cristiano Ronaldo! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Portugal have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Looking for the run. David Villa. He has found the... He's had a hit! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And that has put paid to that. Ljungberg! No, he's missed it. João Neves cuts it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, they can break here. Guti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pablo Barrios. David Villa! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Played into the box. Tries a header! He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Five minutes to add.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bastoni, Camavinga, David Villa. Now it's Batistuta. Camavinga, not the most accurate pass. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Deftly away. Stood up well to him there. And here's Batistuta. Ljungberg. David Villa! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Cristiano Ronaldo, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Koulibaly gets good distance on it. In once more. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Neymar goes short. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he get it through? India are looking to go forward now. Goes looking wide. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Veron. Now it's Neymar. Musiala! Up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Musiala in acres of space out wide.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Zé Roberto tries to clear. Alexander-Arnold looking to get on the end of this. Zé Roberto makes the interception. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has...
Chance for the header! Saka was in no mood for any of that. Neymar. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Ribery. India applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And he's managed to get rid. Now he's had it taken off him. Musiala. And it's De Bruyne. Neymar. Gets his pass away. Musiala looking to run onto it. Can he latch onto this? Neymar. And the flag has stayed down. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He is through here. He won't be happy with that one. And De Bruyne! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cleared without complication. Might be dangerous. Torres! Another save.
Fernando Torres can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Musiala. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. India have it back and can go again. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Neymar. The fullback is in acres of space here. Ribery. Neymar will not want... Great chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Ribery. Now it's Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he's in on goal. It's Neymar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Veron.
Will be 1 minute added time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Neymar. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And the volley. And that's off target.
Zeriberto knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Neymar. Gabriel with the clearance.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Zeriberto has it in a wide... Heads it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Veron. Palmer. Messi. Messi's cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
71,550.
Oh, that's well spotted. Lobbed in behind. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect then. If only they could have come up with a finish to match.
Coming on to replace him is number 24, Luis Garcia.
And it's Neymar. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Back into the middle. Palmer. Palmer tries making a foray down the right. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Kimmich herring after the ball here. Palmer. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Ribéry. And it's De Bruyne. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Ribéry. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's had a hit! It's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Looking for the run. Now that's well seen too. Zeriberto. And he's had it nicked away. Messi. Oh, sweet feet.
India clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Palmer. That has ended up in no man's land. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, well played, well played. Just eases him off the ball.
Substitution on the field, number 20, Palmer. Number 9,
That's a pretty loose pass.
coming on the field, number 5, Guti. Number 11, Mbappe. Substitution
And they win it back again. And he cuts out the supply.
India have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Kimmich. He can run onto that. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Done delicately.
India can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And no, he's seen through all of that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ruben Diaz promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Zé Roberto. And here's Mbappe. Shot could be Guti! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Musiala is a player that's very easy on the eye. You can really see his qualities and genuine confidence on the ball. He's verging on cocky, arrogant at times, but that's what makes him such a great watch, even on the greatest stages. He really does come with the complete package.
Yeah. And a header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met.
And the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Corner number 2 then. De Roberto. It's loose now and they want to get it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kimmich. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
He can run onto that. And no, that was never going to make it. Musiala. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Barcola really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Cleared away. That's a decent clearance. Can he get onto this? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. He won't be happy with that one. Roberto promptly onto that, and that is that. Palmer. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well timed, excellent interception. Valverde played with finesse. Isaac, can he finish? Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Interesting ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Real Valverde! Just off target.
Valverde certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Oh, what has happened here? He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's through here. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's got the shot away! And he's following up! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Isaac! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Neymar. De Roberto. Veron. Barcola. Oh, super find. Vinicius Junior. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Veron. Kimmich. And it's Veron. Musiala. And that could well leave a mark. Barcola, who's set up one goal so far. Neymar. No luck with that dink over the top. Partey. For Valverde. Always onto this. Vinicius Junior. Messi. And that has been slung wide. And it's Neymar. Barcola. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Veron. Can he put it away? Cristiano Ronaldo! Really well taken goal. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rudiger, and the keeper's got it again. Kimmich. Now it's Messi. And it's Veron. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played back in. Decent hit! And he hits the net. And they are pulling clear here.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Caught offside that time. Kimmich. Alvarez. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vinicius Junior!
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Numero 19. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Pass somewhat off target. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Martinelli. And that has been cut short. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a pretty loose pass. 75 minutes played. Some good work on the right flank here. Valverde. That's a nicely measured pass. Shot could be on. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And here's Musiala. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
De Roberto.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Crossed it again. Valverde. Oh, and he's through the middle. And here's Martinelli. Oh, that's fabulous. Could try cutting inside here. Header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kimmich gets rid without sophistication. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Musiala gets a good foot in there. Isak. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Works it forward. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Isak. So that's it. It is all over. Well,